The NDRRMC is still on top of the situation in several areas that were hit by severe tropical storm Maring. Let's get the latest from NDRRMC Spokesperson Mark Timbal, who joins us now over the phone. Good evening, Mark. How many people have been confirmed dead, injured, and missing due to Maring?
Good evening, Michonne. So far here at the continuing of monitoring and operations coordination at the NDRRMC Operations Center, we have not yet published a confirmed listing of casualties. What we're just doing is we're acknowledging the reported casualties that are still undergoing validation. As of this evening's reporting, we have received information that we lost 11 people to Maring. We have 3 injured persons and 7 missing persons. Majority of these casualties, the fatalities, figured in the landslide incidents in the Cordilleras, as well as those who were drowned in the flash flood incident in Palawan. Part of our updates this evening included information on the number of affected persons. We received a count of 19,147 persons getting affected by the storm. We have evacuated 3,221 persons, and they're staying in 23 evacuation centers as of this point. We also received information that 3,346 persons opted not to stay in evacuation centers after being evacuated, but preferred staying with their relatives in safer locations. These are from Region 2, Mimaropa, Caraga, and the Cordilleras, Michonne.
Right. So having said all of that, and still no final count, of course, for all the casualties, those missing and injured, are there still any ongoing search and rescue operations and evacuation efforts as of now?
We are seeing that in the report of our counterparts in Region 2, they say that since weather is already improving, a number of people have already been released from the evacuation centers. But we're still waiting for updates in the search and rescue operations that are being done in the Cordilleras, as well as in Region 1, where we have been monitoring and assisting those who are affected by the flooding situations, flooding incidents in Narvacan, in Ilocos Sur, as well as in some areas in La Union. We have deployed additional search and rescue teams from the Regional Disaster Council for Ilocos region to support the local DRRM officers and rescue teams in those affected areas.
Right. Mark, we were wondering, a lot of people always post on social media to ask for help for themselves or for their friends or relatives. Is the NDRRMC on top of these? I remember very clearly the Rescue PH hashtag. Do you guys, out of curiosity, monitor these?
Actually, it's part of our monitoring mission. Since last night, we have been coordinating the rescue effort for those persons who have posted messages asking for rescue support or rescue services. We have informed the local governments as well as the regional disaster councils that have jurisdiction over those areas. And we're happy to report that these calls for assistance have been actioned already by our counterparts.
Right. Very good to hear that at least, at the very least, people can reach you guys or any authorities through social medias. Now back to the onslaught of Maring. How many families have been affected so far? You did mention, of course, which regions were hardest hit by the rains and the winds, but do we have any idea in general how many people have been affected?
That's correct. So far in our counting, we have received information of 4,528 families, or roughly translating to 19,147 persons who were affected by this storm coming from Region 2, from the Cordilleras, the Mimaropa and Caraga in Mindanao. If you notice that there were some of these regions did not fall within the storm warning signals, but because of the monsoon that has been enhanced by Storm Maring, lots of these communities encountered heavy rainfall in the last few days.
All right. What about when we speak about damage to agriculture and infrastructure? Do you guys have early numbers so far?
So far, the assessment for damages continue. What we have received is information coming from our counterparts in the Department of Agriculture. The Cordillera's assessment for agricultural damage already yielded more than 27 million, if I'm not mistaken, 27 million pesos worth of damages to high-value crops as well as corn. If we have seen the reports of the strawberry fields and other vegetable farms getting inundated because of the floods that were encountered in those areas.
All right. Thank you so much, as usual, for giving us those updates. Stay safe, please. NDRRMC Spokesperson Mark Timbal over the phone. Thank you, sir.